Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, we have already seen how can we configure a bundle structure using Salesforce RCA. Today we are going to see how can we create a dynamic bundle which a user or sales rep can configure at runtime in Salesforce RCA. So here is the agenda. First of all, we are going to see an introduction to Revenue Cloud architecture. We're going to see what is product categorization. We'll see what are the dynamic bundles and a use case around it. So architecture of the Revenue Cloud Advanced, which contains CPQ, contract management, order management, asset management, and billing management. We have already talked about this architecture in my previous videos, so I'm just skipping to save the time. We'll go and see what does product mean. So products are the items that can be added to a quote or an order. Any product or service that can be sold independently or as an add-on to another product is considered a product. A product can be offered either as a one-time, recurring, or consumption-based service. Now, classification of the product. So Salesforce has classified products into three sections as outlined below. Standalone, that means a product can be sold independently. Option, a product that cannot be sold on its own is known as an option. Typically, these options are being added to a bundle. And bundle, a product that is formed by grouping together a set of options, is known as a bundle product. These options products are usually organized into the product component groups. Now, if you want to see a video around this, how to configure standalone product and how to configure bundle product, you can go to my channel and check out those videos, and I'll add the link over here as well. Now, let's see the data model as well, right? So the product is defined in two ways, like product type is simple and bundled. A simple type can be static and configurable. Even a bundle can be static and configurable as well. But as I mentioned earlier in my videos as well, if the product is being defined as a bundle or simple, you cannot change the product type later on. Now we talked about bundle. The bundle can be static or configurable. And the third variation is the bundle can be dynamic as well. Now, what are the dynamic bundles? So a dynamic bundle is configurable product bundle where the included options are not fixed in advance, but instead it determined dynamically or runtime. Dynamic bundle provides you the flexibility of choosing what best fits with the bundle product. We can leverage the product classification to enable dynamic bundle in Salesforce Revenue Cloud Advanced. Now, how is it different from static bundle? So in case of definition, a static bundle is predefined package of product or service where the child items are fixed in the product catalog. Dynamic bundle, a bundle where child products are determined at runtime using product classification. In case of catalog setup, it is created manually. Static bundle is created manually as a fixed bundle, whereas in dynamic bundle, everything is driven by product classification. In case of flexibility, in static bundle, each and every time options will be static, same set of options will be there. And in dynamic bundle, it can vary based on the classification being assigned or used. In case of scalability, it requires multiple static bundle to cover variation, different kind of variation, where dynamic bundle, you can avoid the catalog sprawl by one bundle adapts to multiple scenarios. Customer experience. Generic, one size fits all, and dynamic bundle, personalized with relevant add-ons and recommendation. Now a use case. Let's take a use case. So Canon is selling its camera to the customer. The camera comes with basic lens and charger. Canon allows other products like memory card and extra battery to be added dynamically. So those will not be part of a bundle option, but whether it will be part of a classification and you can add dynamically. Sales rep can choose the product which needs to be added to camera bundle on demand. Now let's review the configuration. So I am in unified catalog app and I have those products set up like battery, memory card, charger, and camera setup. So what I'll do is I'll go to camera and I'll go over here. So let's say I don't have much thing over here. I already have one core feature defined in which I can add the products, but I have already added basic lens and charger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to a code. So let's go to a code and let's try and configure this product. So I've already added this product to all product catalog where I can go and configure this particular camera, and let's wait for the configuration to be loaded. As you see, I can see a feature or group called core in which basic lanes and chargers have been added by default, and if you click update price, those are by default included, so it comes without any cost when you buy a camera. Now let's add a dynamic feature over here. So what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'll create a product group. Let's say name components. I'll put the code as is. I'll make a sequence to 2 so that I can see it at the next step. And now what's next? So what I have to do is I have to go to that product again. I have to go to the structure, and over here what I can do is I can define a product classification. But before that, we'll have to create product classification, the group of product first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to this product classification tab and hit new. So let's say what would I name is, let's say camera components, and make it the same as code. Now let's say your components like product classification is created and you can't see any product. So now what we have to do is we have to identify the product which we want to make as a part of this classification. So what I'll do is I'll go to product, and we wanted memory card and battery to be part of that particular product classification. So what I'll do is I'll come over here and I'll select the camera component in the based on field, and again I'll select the camera components over here. Now if I go to product classification again, I should be able to see the products here. So I'll just go over here and I can see the products being available. Now we'll have to associate this product classification. So what I'll do is I have already product open over here. So I'll go to the structure where there is a feature or component group that's being already added, which has basic lens and charger. So I'm gonna add one another product group called component, and I'll make it sequence as 2 so that it will be available as a part of bundle structure in second tab. Now what I can do is I can associate the product classification that I just created called camera component, click next, and over here if I want to modify the quantity of any product being selected as a part of that component group, I can allow the quantity change, minimum quantity, maximum quantity, sequence, right? Whatever we want to provide we can. I'll just hit save. If I want to check the product preview post this, I can just come over here and click preview, which will show us the preview of the bundle structure that's been created. So two products being available over here, and in component group we can see a add component tab. So let's review this on the code itself. So I'll come over here and I'll click on browse catalog. I have already added add product catalog, and under that I have already added that PowerShot SX70HS camera. I'll click on this configure button and it will open up the product structure for us. I'll click this instant pricing so that the pricing will be instant and we don't have to click validate price button. Over here the two products are available by default and both are included. When I come over here into component tab, I can see a button called add component. So I'm going to click on this add component button, which will open up a pop-up, and in that pop-up I can see both the products that's being added as a part of camera classification. What I'll do is I'll click both the checkbox check and I'll click add, and it will add both the products over here. Now over here there is select component as well, which is similar to the add component. I'm yet to explore the use of select component, so we're gonna do that, and post that will cover that as a part of a separate video. So I'll just select the one-time product selling model in the memory card. I'll make the quantity of battery as 5 and I'll save and exit this. It will create a quote line with bundle and all the options being added, whether it's a static or dynamic. I can see those over here. And let's say if you don't want memory card to be added, you can still come over here, click reconfigure. The bundle structure will get loaded and you can just uncheck this. The products will be removed. You can update the price and come again to the cart where in a while everything or whole quote lines will be loaded, and over here you can see that memory card got removed. So this is how you can create the dynamic bundle using Salesforce RCA. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please like and share the content and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you very much.